back to another video on the channel. See, I love these little crackles and the little pops that the V10 Plus will give you if you have it in performance mode. This ECU is kind of tricky. It's like it has a mind of its own. See, if I just keep it in dynamic, for instance. Okay. Sometimes it'll crackle, sometimes it won't. So in today's video, we're gonna change that thanks to VF Engineering. We're gonna make it crackle more, we're gonna make it pop more, and we're also gonna make it, of course, more powerful because they have indeed sent me a custom tune for the Audi R8 V10 Plus. For some reason, now when I'm filming this part of the video, it crackles like crazy. I can't wait for the upgrade. But would you look at the color? This car looks so good. I'm never gonna get bored of this. And I'm gonna mention real quick, it's gonna get a lot more colorful on the channel as well. But more on that next week. We got a white car here in the driveway, and that's because the AMG is getting its final tune-up and service before the giveaway is launched next week. We're gonna pick up the AMG here later in the video. There's actually a couple things wrong with it that we've fixed, and then we have a painter here at the house as well. That's why we have a white Volvo C30. This car's pretty cool, actually. It's Swedish. You gotta take a quick look at it here. Yeah, it's a cool little car. They don't build these anymore. This is also a stick shift, which makes it a bit more cool. I actually used to work at the Volvo factory in Sweden. However, we did not build these. These were built at another factory, but they're cool looking. All right, so the tune that we're doing is a hex tune, so it's gonna be through the OBD2 port. There's one of these little guys right here, so huge thanks to VF Engineering for sending me this. I'm super excited to get this uploaded into the car's computer. Now, I'm a Mac guy myself, but to do this tune, you need Windows, a PC basically. And so I bought this little laptop here, which can, I guess, be good to have for future little tune projects and stuff like that. It's funny, I haven't had a PC in so many years, but now they almost look like MacBooks. So Microsoft is definitely taking a page out of Mac's books when it comes to at least the packaging and how it looks. First off, we gotta access this very weird spot or placement for the battery here, because we need to keep it tendered the whole time. God, why do they make this so damn complicated? It's stupid. There we go. All right, so right here we got the positive clamp right there, and I got my little battery tender built-in charging thing here from Schumacher. I'll link it down in the description if you guys are interested in that. So the negative obviously has to go into metal, and I'm assuming that's what this big old thing is for that's sticking out there, because you can't really reach anything else here on the car. So we got that on there. So as we can see here, it's currently charging. We got the power. This is just for battery support really, and then it's a standard battery, so you can choose your different types here. But let's get going with the tune. All right, so this whole process comes with full instructions from VF. Now, I've only installed a tune myself once, and that was on the AMG. It was somewhat of a similar process, but also a little different. So we're just gonna do this step by step and see how it goes. So we got the cable plugged into the computer and also to the OBD2 port. We're gonna turn the ignition on. Yeah, sorry, completely weird transition in the video, but they called from the dealership, but we have to go pick up the AMG. If we don't do it now, I won't have time to do it later because we got to finish this video, so we'll be right back. God, I love this thing, man. It is so awesome. I love this car, and it's finally back. I'll see you guys back at the house. But yeah, I just remembered, we won't have that many more opportunities to do some repetitive content in the AMG, so here we go. I mean, I don't even think the Ferrari could beat that. Holy sh**. All right, so she's finally back home, the complete beast that she is. I love this car. But the reason it was in the shop was that I got a check engine light. All of a sudden, I had planned to drop it off for the blind spot information system thing wasn't working, so that's fixed. But then I also got a check engine light for a failed O2 sensor, so that's been fixed. We also fixed the turn signals that all of a sudden started causing an issue because there was water in one of the LEDs. So they replaced the whole LEDs. We got people doing something over here. But yeah, anyhow, we got to get the Audi back out here and continue on with the video. All right, there we go. All right, so I started with a different tune. We're actually uploading the Crackle tune. The good thing about this is that you have different tunes. I can flash it back to stock if I want to as well, but we're currently underway here with the Crackle tune. You got a Christmas tree happening here on the instrument cluster. It's beeping, making all kinds of noise, giving error messages and stuff, but that is completely normal while the ECU is being programmed. I'm extremely excited for this. It's gonna be so much fun. We got about 8 minutes left, but I'll see you guys in just a sec. Oh, look at that. Please turn the ignition to the off position. So now the tune comes with complete instructions, and this is super simple. As you guys know, if I can do something like this, anyone can. So we've followed all the steps here, and it's telling you in the end, once the programming is complete, you will be prompted to switch off the ignition. Once the ECU comes to a rest, you will receive a final notification that the ECU has been successfully programmed. All right, let's turn it off. All right, first startup with the tune. I feel like I could hear something just from this. Look at that! The red line has increased to 9 grand. Ooh la la! It was about 8,500, 8,700 earlier. So the power increase is supposed to be 25 to 30 wheel horsepower. Maybe an extra horsepower here and there because of the exhaust. Now it is a catback, so you don't get the same as from a catless setup, but it's a lot lighter. Oh yeah, that's more crackles. I love it. It's not too much either. It's just like it's a burble tune. It's not a mega snap crackle pop tune. Okay, maybe it's a little snap crackle pop, but I love it. All right, let's see if we can get some snack crackle pop in the tunnel. Oh ho ho ho! I love it. See, this is me. I love this stuff. It's not as long and prolonged as it was in the first AMG. That was absolutely nuts, and I did get kind of sick of that after a while. This is just dope. Now I have it in performance. Let's just keep it in dynamic and see if it does it while it's in dynamic. Because in stock format, it crackles a lot less in dynamic than it does in performance. All right, it still crackles, but not quite as much. I absolutely love it. Response, you can definitely tell. And what I like is that the crackles and burbles, I'm going about 75, and I just let off the gas. It doesn't crackle and pop like obnoxiously loud. You gotta be in higher RPMs. See, there it's more, but that's because I was in a lower gear. Yeah, this is a great tune. I love it. So it's very hot and humid out today, so I don't know if this is the best time to test the 0 to 60 run with only about 25 more wheel horsepower, but you know, we're gonna give it a go. Haven't done a launch control in a while. Here we go. So aggressive. Holy crap. Love it. That was at 3.01. The best time I've gotten is 2.92. And I know it's so many details that need to be perfect to, you know, get a really good time. Tires are warm, I know that. Man, it is just perfect. FI exhaust together with a VF Engineering tune, verbal tune, makes it sound the way that it should sound. I love it. So since this tune is pretty conservative, you're not going to notice those massive gains like you do from a turbo car. But I do notice a difference. It's hard to put that on video, but the throttle response is better. It sounds a whole lot better. Because this, this is specifically a Crackle tune. I have another tune without the crackles. And like we said earlier, I can put the car back to stock, tune-wise, whenever I want. So, extremely nice. Huge thanks to VF Engineering for the tune. I mean, I absolutely love it. I know, again, I'm such a child, but I love this stuff. So, turn the valves off. The car's completely quiet. There's no crackling, nothing. Downshift. Nothing. Turn them back on. And there's the burbles. That's perfect. Uh-oh, tunnel! Alright, so I noticed that this video was dragging out on time a little bit here, so we're gonna end it soon. Look at that. Bird's been pooping all over my car. But anywho, it's the first performance modification to the R8. Eventually, you know, it'll be more than a tune. We'll get a supercharger from VF. That's gonna produce some real power. If this was a non-plus, just a regular R8, I think they have about 560 horsepower stock. The tune would have provided us much horsepower as we have now, about 630. So that would have been a bigger gain and would have felt different and so on. But since this already has 602 from the factory being a plus, you don't notice as much performance-wise from just 25 horsepower, but the sound, definitely huge upgrade. And I absolutely love it. So huge thanks to VF Engineering for sending me this tune. Check them out. I'll leave a link for them in the description. See if they have something for your car as well. They do tunes and superchargers and so on for several different brands. I mean, superchargers, Lambos, and Audi R8s, if I'm not mistaken, but they do tunes for several different cars. So definitely check them out. I'll leave a link for them in the description. Next week, big week on the channel. We have an awesome video coming up, and not just the actual launch of the giveaway for the C63. We have another sweet video coming up. Stay tuned for that. You guys are gonna love it. But with that, I think we're gonna end today's upload. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.